In this video, I'll cover 5 strategies that are the 5 main ways to make money on the Top Shot platform. But let's start by quickly looking at what actually drives value and why some moments could net you thousands of dollars. Obviously, one of the most important things that drives value of a moment is the star power of the player, but more importantly, the rarity of the moment. There are 4 different tiers of moments: common, rare, legendary, and ultimate. Actually, there's also fandom, so 5. And there are also distinctions within those categories such as CC, which is circulating count, and LE, which is limited editions. The CC moment will inherently be less valuable as it doesn't currently come with scarcity. They could continue to put those moments out in future packs forever, even though that isn't what happens, because the CC will become the LE pretty quickly, especially in the current landscape of the marketplace. I barely even see the CCs anymore. The 2 other obvious factors that drive the value of moments are the serial number and the series. In general, the lower the serial number, the better, as a moment with a serial number in the 1 to 10 range will sometimes fetch a price in the thousands, regardless of the player or tier of the moment. The other huge serial number boost is when the serial number is the same as the player's jersey. Those cards will be exponentially more valuable than other cards in that set. However, the serial numbers start to lose meaning the higher up you go. For example, there won't be a large price disparity between the serial numbers, let's say from 11,000 to 15,000. As for the series, we're currently in Series 3, but if you look, you won't be able to find any Series 1 moments, regardless of the player, that will go for much less than $15. Therefore, I believe that as Top Shot continues to grow in popularity and they move into Series 4 and 5, etc., all the Series 1, 2, and 3 LE moments will spike in value, and the Series 1 moments will get an even bigger boost, so early adopters will have a little advantage there. Other factors that could drive value but are less significant: did the player have a good game? Did the team win? How tough or exciting are the highlights? Now, to be clear, I'm a true believer in NBA Top Shot. I think it'll be the next generation of sports trading cards, and I think years from now, more of these moments will be worth thousands of dollars. Therefore, my strategy is long term, and I'm essentially always in a holding pattern. Before I talk about the 5 strategies, let's talk about rule number 1: spend only what you can afford to lose. Each time I see a moment I think that's a good price, or it appears that someone's dumping cards at a reduced price, or the Top Shot market just pulls back, I'm tempted to invest more because of my conviction in Top Shot. But don't spend money you can't afford to lose. Universal advice, but more important with digital collectibles. I don't want to miss out on more market growth, but it's irrational to spend more. Crypto-related products have the potential for huge returns because there's tons of risk. Digital collectibles and currencies are a new store of value without a substantial track record. Volatility is inevitable. NBA Top Shot seems like a better version of paper cards. Bitcoin seems like a better version of gold. I've invested under the premise that both digital assets will continue to grow. But if I'm wrong, I'm still able to eat. I'm playing with money I can afford to lose. Make sure that you do too. Alright, it's time. Let's look at 5 strategies you could potentially follow when on the Top Shot platform. Number 1, go for pack drops. The simplest, cheapest, and most low risk way to make money with Top Shot is by trying to pick up a pack when it's released. When a drop starts, all you need to do is go to the packs tab, click join drop, and leave the tab open. Everybody who joined before the drop starts is assigned a random spot in line. Then the people at the start of the line can buy a pack, and so on until the pack sells out. There are tons of people competing for these drops, and most of the time you won't be able to get one. It only takes a few seconds to join, and you won't pay anything unless you get the pack though. There's almost always profit. Many pack drops are random, so you need to keep a close eye on when they'll be released. You can sign up for the email newsletter or follow Top Shot on Twitter or Discord. I don't really know what they have. As I record this, we're about a day away from the round 2 drop of the 2022 NBA playoff packs. I wasn't quick enough to grab a round 1 drop, even though I joined the queue within seconds of the queue opening, so fingers crossed for tomorrow. It looks like there'll be 4 moments in these packs, and the queue is 15,000, which seems like a lot, but it's far shorter than the last time when I missed out. Number 2, short-term flips. The market for Top Shot moments is quite liquid compared to other NFT projects, making it easy to exit short-term trading strategies. NBA Top Shot goes through waves of rising hype and media attention, and holding a moment for just a few days during that hype can give you a quick profit. I personally don't think this is a great idea because you'd have to spend so much time on the platform and you would essentially have to be scalping small margins regularly to make any of that work. Number 3, long-term investing. NBA Top Shot has already shown an ability to bring in users and create a community. The NBA fan base is huge, leaving a lot of room for growth, and interest in NFTs in general is also exploding. The long-term outlook is great for the demand perspective. Make sure to consider supply inflation in your decision of long-term hold. Rare or legendary moments will have less of an inflation issue than commons and should be prioritized if you have the money for it. Number 4, player-based. Following the NBA and understanding which players are doing well can give you an edge in the Top Shot market, but it's by no means required. If you notice a particular player has been performing better on the court, then you can invest in their moments, hoping that interest in the player grows with their success. Even just having a general idea of which players are most popular helps in picking investments, as the best players will have the most in-demand moments. Lastly, number 5, you can complete challenges. Challenges are events that give out exclusive moments to everybody who completes the challenge. The requirement is usually to own several specific moments from a given set when the timer runs out. This strategy often requires a lot of money and it can get expensive to acquire all the necessary moments. Prices for these moments might drop slightly after the challenge is over, but the super limited reward moment often makes up for that. I personally have never come close to completing one of the challenges or flash challenges that would be worth my while. But down the line, once my collection has grown a bit, it might be a bit easier. For example, if it was a Bulls challenge and I had to have a certain amount of numbers of Bulls players moments, I could potentially just pick up 2 more and have completed the challenge. But as I sit now, I probably only have 1, so it would cost me a lot of money to complete that challenge. If you've made it this far, you should have everything you need to start flipping moments. If you still have questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, that's okay. Please still subscribe, and I'll continue trying to improve to win you over. We're just getting started.